Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Pink Fresh Fridays, hosted by Joanne Bartels. And we are using our Pink Fresh, and you can use other things like enamel dots, gems, um, acrylic pieces, things like that to add to your layout, besides the Pink Fresh. I have wood veneer there, but I'm going to kind of change it into a acrylic piece. It's going to sort of look like it before I get done. Sort of. If you don't look too close. I am going to use those two stencils right there, one by Tim Holtz and the other one by Heidi Swap. And then I'm going to use the pink hearts is what I'm going to use, and then the blue aqua colored ones for my title. And I pulled those out, set them aside, and forgot about them. Both of them, neither one ends up on the layout. But I am going to use this paper right here, the top one, not the bottom one. I'm going to forget all about it. But I will pretty well demolish the other one. And I will be punching and die cutting out of the circles on the back. Plus, I'm going to be using the other side too. I'm going to use that EK Success punch and then some hearts that are dies that match that shape really well. I'm scrapping those two photos of my granddaughter, Hope, and I'm going to put, instead of my sun rays being on the top, they're going to be on the side, and then I'm going to have my hearts cascade down the edge of that, kind of like rain, and um, I'm putting, it's peacock feathers. Yeah, peacock feathers on the right hand side to kind of make it look wet. I just love the peacock feathers. It's such a pretty color, especially if you want to portray water. And if I would like see a drop or two here or there on that piece of packaging, I would try to make sure I put that on there to help portray the rain effect. I am gonna I matted the photos in the yellow, but I'm gonna turn around and mat them on the pink, and I'm gonna try to get the edges of the water stain that is on there. Well, I don't know how good I did that because you can't really see it, but it's there. It's just that you can't see it by the time I put some other stuff on there. I, well, see, I'm gonna set that aside and yeah, not think about it again. And I plan on doing some of the hearts out of that. I started out punching out the hearts, and I knew that I would want more sizes. Yeah, y'all know I like more, so I would want more sizes. Is why I pulled the dies out. Now, this is called Up in the Clouds, I think is what it is, and I've had these papers since like 2015 and still hadn't used them. So I thought, well, every time I look at that big polka dot one, I think about it and think, what can I do with it besides the big polka dots? And then the other side, I would think about it too and never would come up with a layout. So I decided I was going to cut it apart and I'd probably be a whole lot happier with it. I'm adding some more raindrops here and there in the shape of hearts. My theme for this layout is hearts. So they're all going to be cascading down the layout too. I don't want to get no lines or corners, any lines or corners on here. So I put that piece of cardstock there just to kind of mask off areas so I wouldn't get that on there because they show up when you least expect it. I thought I was done putting them on there, and then I decided I needed some over on the right. Not near as many, but I needed some over on the right. And I keep coming back and doing it again. But it isn't going to be as many as on the right hand side. My photos, they're of Hope, as I mentioned. And she's got a new dress on, which she wanted her daddy to send me photos of. And then she got the idea that she needed to be, she needed her, oh, my mind went blank, baby shark, baby shark. Yeah, baby shark umbrella. So she's had this a while, but she had never got a photo with it, so she needed a picture with her baby shark umbrella too. So I thought about doing a baby shark layout and making a baby shark, but then I decided, nah, I wanted to go with the rain and the hearts and the hearts tumbling down. But while I'm adding these hearts, some's going to have foam tape and some's not. But while I'm adding them, I want to mention that down there below, you'll see the links to all my other scrappy friends that are doing the Pink Fresh Friday today. So there will be quite a few down there. There usually is. And make sure you check them out and see what they did with their Pink Fresh and see if you can get any ideas on how to use yours or any other scrappy paper. And this is a once a month hop, and it's like the fourth Friday of every month. And tomorrow's Simple Story is Saturday. I When I first started putting the hearts down, I looked at them and thought I need something to distinguish them, and I did consider mounting them on some cardstock and fussy cutting around them. But then I changed my mind and decided to do the peacock feathers and ink them instead. And you will notice that I was inking again while I was putting some on there, and that's because I decided to use the other side. The words are on the other side on some of them, but the some of them are plain. And that one had that white stripe, and I still used it. And I ended up putting two yellow hearts right next to each other. And they're the only two I have. So I will, when I take the pictures, move one of them. And while I'm moving it, you know how it is. You got stuff in your hand and you're looking at your layout, you know, next day, which this was. And you think, oh, I need a couple of more hearts. And I had a scrap laying right there, and I did make a couple of more hearts. And they're both pink, and they're going to go on the layout at the end. But I think that's all I do. I don't think I did anything else. I was looking at my title, and I thought, well, the title starts out being Singing in the Rain. Hope is always singing and dancing. Yeah, she dances around while she sings, and uh, usually they're very blurry because she moves so fast. So I don't have very many of them. Even if you ask her to slow down, she don't slow down enough. So I decided to add that to this layout. I took my wood veneer and I put gesso on all them so they would be white. And then I added glossy accents so that they would be glossy and have a layer on there. And so they don't look much like wood veneer anymore. And I thought they were dry. I mean, I went and did other things and came back, touched them, thought they were dry, but I ended up with a fingernail mark on one of them. So a star is going to go on top of that. But yeah, they needed to set just a little longer before I got a hold of them. I am just going to glue them down right above the photos. And I wanted the one with the heart cut out overlapping the other one. So I'm putting foam tape on it so that it can raise up. And you can tell that the cutouts there are just a little bit better. And I thought I got all the bubbles out, but there's some little tiny, tiny, very tiny bubbles in there. But if you poke them with a pen before it dries, they can get out of there too. I went ahead and added the word just, so my title's now Just Singing in the Rain. And I wanted to add a border around the outside. And since I have the heart theme going, I am going dot dot dash heart dot dot dash heart all the way around the layout. And I'm making sure my hearts are standing up straight. So on the sides, they're going to be turned the other way instead of as I would have them if I had the paper turned towards me when I did it. But that's it. That's my layout. And I use paper from 2015, which I'm thrilled with, and scrapped these two photos of Hope. And I don't know about you all, but I think I like the hearts better than I did the circles. I love the colors and everything on the circles, but it's kind of uniform, and I think that's what made me shy away from it. But the same patterns into hearts and being layered on top of each other and cascading down the page, that adds to it. I like them a whole lot better. Oh, and my base is watercolor paper because I wasn't sure how much water I was going to end up putting on there since it is about rain. But if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the videos and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. But have a happy scrappy week. Have fun on the hop checking everybody's layouts and videos out. Bye.